So next, we're going to have one of our amazing A-list copywriter who has been a friend of mine for decades. We worked together at Phillips Publishing. So we have been over 20 years, close to 30 years that we've known each other. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Kim Krause Schwalm.
Hey, it's great to be here. Thank you very much. Denise, that was just absolutely beautiful. And you're a tough act to follow. I'm going to get a bit more into some of the nitty gritty lessons that I learned from Clayton, which I hope will be very valuable as they've been to me for everyone else. But who was Clayton to me? Well, when I first came to work at Phillips Publishing, probably about 3 decades ago, I kept hearing the name Clayton Makepeace. And as it turned out, he didn't work there. He was the freelance copywriter who had just written an ultra successful promotion for a new launch, which was the newsletter Health and Healing. And thus, he basically helped create my job in the process. Years later, after I'd gone freelance myself, I had the chance to work directly with Clayton. We worked on a few promos together with him as my copy chief. And of course, I learned tons from him. And I also attended his live event that he had several years ago. I think it was about $5,000. And honestly, it was worth at least 3 times that. He definitely was a huge factor in the lessons I learned about copywriting early on. But my biggest lesson that I want to share with you today is, and this is out of many, is how to identify and write to the prospect's most dominant emotions and biggest motivators in a way that makes them believe. One tactic of Clayton's that I've applied many times and that I've shared with my copywriting mentees is his 5-step features and benefits exercise. This goes way beyond listing out features and benefits like everyone's taught to do. It adds a why step for each feature so you can identify exactly what problem it solves or what kind of advantage it brings. But then you go beyond identifying the so you can benefit to further dimensionalizing it. And when I think of dimensionalizing, that is a word that I associate with Clayton. I mean, I use it all the time myself, but I mean, I think he might have actually invented the word. But dimensionalizing is, dimensionalizing a benefit is what does it look like once you actually have that advantage in your life or that problem eliminated, fleshing that out. And then for each of these dimensionalized benefits, you identify the dominant emotion tied to each one. For example, it could be fear of dependence or loss of control, which is, a huge emotion that many people in our target audience feel. And that could be associated with a bone building supplement benefit. Or it could be the desire to be successful, to be admired or respected. It could be associated with a financial newsletter benefit or a real estate investing course benefit. Or it could be the frustration of feeling like you've been lied to or taken advantage of. And that's an emotion that Clayton tapped into again and again with his health and financial promos. But once you've gone through this 5-step features and benefits exercise, you then rank the emotional motivators in order how powerful they are. And you use that to flow out your copy. And then by this point, you also have quite a bit of fleshed out copy points that you can start weaving in. So you're able to write stronger, harder hitting copy faster. And again, this is a technique that I have used for some of my most successful promotions. And I've taught it to my mentees and they're applying it. And, it really came from Clayton. Writing powerful, hard hitting copy was something Clayton was able to do better than just about anyone else. I still to this day keep copies of his promos handy to look at for inspiration. Oh, look, there's one right there. Look at that. Just right there. I have a whole file drawer, okay? I'm always awed at his incredible story leads. How every verb is carefully chosen to trigger a specific emotional reaction. Short, powerful words that Hemingway himself would be envious of. And how he maximized credibility and proof by tapping into using quotes from Nobel-winning scientists, something we all do today, like probably too much. Medical studies that he boiled down into simple language and unique mechanisms explained in a way that truly differentiated his product. All these tactics were essential to helping his target prospect to believe. And without belief, there is no action. This is why I recommend any copywriter, whether beginning or advanced, carefully study Clayton's dozens of successful promos to see his powerful copy tactics in action. Clayton's teaching on copy definitely impacted my career. Seeing how he started in other ways, seeing how he started teaching others and sharing so generously more than 10 years ago set a great example for me. It's what I'm doing today with my copy insiders, students, and mentees. So here's to you, Clayton. I owe you much gratitude. And I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't written that health and healing promo. I also appreciate Wendy, also known as the Redhead, and Carline for all they did in bringing health and healing to fruition. Between the three of them, they helped create not just my job and my subsequent copywriting career, but opportunities for so many others in the alternative health market that exploded after health and healing was launched. Wendy, I know you suffered a huge unfillable loss when Clayton passed away. And I hope that the love, friendship, and support of this community help bring you comfort and strength. Thank you, Carline, for including me in this event to honor Clayton. Now I'm going to get choked up. It truly is a privilege.
Thank you very much, Kim. That was beautiful. I loved when you mentioned the dimensionalizing, because Clayton was a master at that. It's sort of, he always told me, look, don't just mention one benefit, but break it down and show me different ways how that's a benefit. So how is it a benefit to me financially? How is it going to save me some time? How is it going to make me look good? How is it going to make me, appear to my, the peers? So that taking one benefit and then dimensionalizing it all throughout the package. He was a master at doing that. And I love how, you could read everything and you put yourself in there because you go, oh yeah, I want that. I want that. So that was powerful. Thank you so much. And the experience that we've had because of that health and healing package, because of that launch that we really all believe, really launched a whole industry, the whole health market blew up because of that package that Clayton wrote.
Yes.
And it gave many of us jobs, careers that lasted 30 years and more. So of course, like I said, that's something we're very, very thankful for. So thank you for sharing that, Kim. Really
thank you again. And all my good wishes to Wendy and to your family as well, Carline.
Oh, great.